All right. Okay. So we're on day 6. We have I think I cracked what this uh what this ASCII art is supposed to be. I think what we're looking at is our journey from the North Pole to our, I don't know, our vacation island. It kind of looks like what it is. You got the little North Pole identifier, and looks like we're going to the airport around here, and then we're on our way. So, yeah. I think I'm ready for day 6. I've got my class and my input file ready. We didn't do... Oh, we did okay for day 5. It did go fairly slow. But it's not terrible. So what did we do in day 5? We did that binary space partition thing. So we may... I don't know. So far, we haven't really overlapped any concepts. It's been kind of a new thing each time. So it may be another new thing on day 6. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe very basic math that I have trouble with. We'll have to find out, I suppose. I do have some stuff prepped. Got this grid stuff available if we have to do any pathfinding stuff. Although, I may just redo it and do it myself just in case. I know last time, what was it, the 2018 Advent Code? There's some breadth first searching for I don't know, path discovery. That kind of tripped me up. Because you do have to do it exactly as the instructions tell you to. So I remember I was doing something where I was, searching counterclockwise, but it expected you to search clockwise. Normally that wouldn't really make a difference. But if you have a result that kind of depends on you having the exact same process, then yeah, it does matter. Also, I did read up on SMT solvers, just in case. I know that could have been used as one possible way to solve previous problems. So I did some practice with Microsoft's Z3. It's like a super SMT solver. It has like a whole bunch of different theorems all thrown into one. But that's, I guess I'll keep that in the back of my pocket just in case it's needed, along with the pathfinding stuff. But again, may just need to re-implement it myself just to make sure that I've got everything done properly. All right, 5 more seconds and we'll jump in here. Okay. We're approaching our destination. We have a form of yes and no questions marked A through Z. All you need to do is identify the question for which anyone in your group answers yes. Since your group is just you, this doesn't take very long. However, the person sitting next to you seems to be experiencing a language barrier and asks if you can help. For each of the people in your group, you write down the question for which they answer yes, one per line. For example, ABCX, ABCY, ABCZ. In this group, there are 6 questions to which everyone answered yes. A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Another group asks for your help, then another, and eventually you've collected answers for every group on the plane, your puzzle input. Each group's answers are separated by a blank line, and within each group, each person's answers are on a single line. ABC, ABC, AB. Lists represents answers for 5 groups. 1, 2, 5. The first group contains 1 person who answered yes to 3 questions. In this example, the sum of these counts is 3, 3, 3, 1, 1. Okay, makes sense. For each group, count the number of questions which everyone answered yes. What is the sum of these counts? Okay. I think I get it. So, let's start with parsing. We need to do something similar to what we did on day 5. No, not day 5. What was the one day where we had to split it up into lines? Yeah, it was this one. Okay. So let's first get our lines. Whoops, we need to be on 6. Okay. We'll get our lines first. And we're going to have a list of groups. And each list is going to be a... we can just do a hash set. Hash set of characters. All right, and we want to have... How do we want to process this? Current group equals a new hash set. Then we're going to go through each line. If we get to a blank line, we are going to add the current group to our groups. Then we're going to reset current group. All right, so for every other one, we're going to split it into... Oops. What am I doing? I want a character array. Let's see. What is our hash set gonna do if we add a duplicate? Is it gonna throw an error? Okay. Let's go through this first and see what we get. All right, 479 groups. That looks reasonable. Our current group should be the very last one. We don't have any duplicates. And we have 18 individual ones for the last group. That looks reasonable. All right, so for our answer, what do we need to do? We needed, what is the sum of these counts? So we need to take, our input needs to be our groups. Actually, why don't we just define this up here? Okay. It doesn't like me using var. Okay. Groups. What do we want? We want to select the count of each one, and we're going to sum them all together. All right, run that. We get 6,487. That's not right. Okay, so we screwed this up somewhere. For each group, count the number of questions. We did that. So let's do this. Let's use the sample data. What do we get here? 10, and the answer is supposed to be 11. So what does our set of groups look like? Groups. We have a count of 4, which is incorrect. Didn't we do this? I think I had this problem last time. There we go, 5 groups. Okay. So our problem was just, we probably weren't adding the last group properly. So let's add another space to fix that. Run this again. Run this again. And we get a different number. Let's see if the answer likes that. And it's right. Okay. Part 2. As you finish the last group's custom declaration, you notice that you misread one word in the instructions. You don't need to identify the question to which anyone answered yes. You need to identify the question to which everyone answered yes. Okay. How am I going to do that? Hmm. So what I can do... Hmm. Hmm. I need to remove anyone that doesn't occur for everyone. How am I going to do that? So as I go through and I encounter a character, I guess I can... Hmm. How am I going to do this? So I need to process this one uniquely. So this one, instead of using a hash set, maybe a dictionary, and then keep track of the count and make sure the count of each character is the same as the count of the group. Hmm. Okay. Probably a lot more complicated than it needs to be. Let's see, so if the current group and then down here, we'll say groups. We're going to count. Oh. What am I doing with group count? I guess that should be where it only adds ones that everybody agreed to. Again, we should probably put in the practice one. Given key, okay. Three. That doesn't it doesn't sound right. We should have gotten 6. Alright, when we get to each character, let me look at groups, see what we got. 3, but the last 2 groups should have got counted as 1. What do the last 2 groups look like? All A's and 1 B. Ooh, so this should be group count minus 1, I believe. Nope, still not correct. We need this second one to work properly. So where are we at? Line A. Group count 2. Oh, you know what? We're not resetting the group count. Three, 1, 2, 1, 1. So that's not right. Three, 1, 2, 1, 1. Again, not correct. Group contains key C, and the count of that group equals group count. We are getting further and further away from the answer. 3, 0, 1, 1, 1. All right, so if it's the first instance and we're at group count 1, then add it. So if we come through and get A again, and A equals group count plus 1. No, minus 1. Because if we got the A first, A should be 1. The second time we go through, it'd be A equals group count minus 1. No, that's still not right. I'm making this overly complicated. line B. So the first group is just 0. And the second group oh, you know what? We're not clearing it. We need to verify everything in here. Let's see. Group 2 should have 0, which is correct. Group 3 should have 1. One. Okay. All right, so we're getting the correct answer this time. Yeah, we had to clear out anything that it didn't match the group count. Let's see if we got it right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it took us a while. I mean, that is... This one was pretty basic, I think even easier than yesterday's, but... Yeah, you just gotta, I don't know, keep all those rules in mind. Yeah, I didn't do very good on this day either. I guess not too bad though. We're getting closer to our tropical island, it seems. What am I doing? What should I have done here? So I needed to keep track of every duplicate. Oh, you know what I could have done is I could have combined all the strings for each line into one line for a group. And then counted each character that was the same count as the group. Yeah, that would have been a lot simpler. Yeah, the fact that I was adding this to a hash set and then I wanted to continue on adding it to some set as I went through each line. Was probably not the best approach. I could have just taken the whole group and then read through it as one big character array. Oh well, I guess live and learn. Probably one of the benefits of doing this too is you kind of think of different solutions, and when you come across this again in the future, you may have a better idea of how to solve it. But yeah, this approach definitely wasn't the best idea. Oh well. Alright, that's it for this one. We'll see how it goes tomorrow.